What's going on, Big Blue Nation? It's your boy Big Blue Steph coming back at you with another video. When you get a chance, go ahead and like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think about this video. It's basically a state of the nation, Giants nation that is, of where we are, personally speaking, where I think we are and where I thought we'd be. To start off, my Instagram, I think it was probably in May or whatever when I did my little predictions off the schedule. I think I had us possibly at 3-2. Didn't think we was gonna beat Baltimore. I didn't think we were gonna beat Tennessee. Had a couple of teams I thought we'd beat Dallas, but 5-1 versus 3-2. I'll take it any time of the day and twice on Sundays. So yeah, right now, I'm not really paying attention to a lot of what the media is saying. 5-1, are they for real? Are they this? Are they that? I didn't take this season to be hey, wins and losses type of year. I thought it'd be more of a let's see how we progress. Let's see if the team buys into this new culture, the Shane Dayball era, full effect. I mean, we started off with a bang, with the draft. Free agency was, we filled in when we could because of salary cap, issues. But I think we did the best we could. But really, I think the main two things that we really wanted to see out of this year, maybe three. First of all, just progression, like making sure everyone's buying into this new culture and we're in the right direction. Number two, who is DJ? Who is Daniel Jones? Is he our quarterback? Is he not? Can he stay healthy? Can he not? Can he lead our team? Can he not? When people talk about the turnovers and, the fumbling and stuff like that, to me, he got rid of that like 2 years ago. People still bring it up. Every time he does have a fumble, I mean, come on, who is fumbleless, who is interceptionless in this league? Nobody. But at the rate that he was going in his first year, second year, compared to now, big difference, big difference. He's taking care of the ball a lot better. A lot of the fumbles are, you really can say it's on the O-line. Of course, he has his moments, but I mean, blindsided, less than a second, and the defense lineman in the backfield, the edge coming off, swiping the ball. He can't help that, so I don't put that on DJ. I think considering at the rate that he's going, I think the Dallas game was truly the game where I think a lot of fans truly realized what we had in him. He took a beating like Eli did, against the Niners in the conference final game, before our Super Bowl. He took a beating like that, but he was moving that pocket, making plays with his feet, like sidestepping the pressure, looking downfield. I mean, he played a complete game. It didn't show in his stats as well. But that was, for me, like the part where I was like, all right, DJ, you got it. Just progress, continue to progress from there. And I think he has. So at this point, I think as long as DJ does not regress, I don't see why he's not here next year unless like something comes up, unless like Mahomes becomes available. Because I remember all these Giants fans talking about Russell Wilson. Oh, we need to get Russell. For what? I used to go back and forth with some of my colleagues at work. Russell Wilson, man, he could do that. No, Russell Wilson's washed up, and you're about to start seeing it in the next year or two. And what do we see? Every year, after every game now, it's like, oh no, man, he had a hamstring, or oh, his shoulder's hurting, this and that. Russell was who he is right now, I wouldn't take him. So I'm still on this DJ train of figuring out, is he or isn't he? Right now he is, at least for the next 2 to 3 years, unless he just self-implodes and destructs and, he becomes a shell of his current self. So I think DJ could be our QB for like the next 2 to 3 years at the very least. Hopefully we can afford him on a relatively decent-sized contract. QB prices keep going up, so who knows how that works out. I think the third thing was really Saquon. A lot of people were down on him. A lot of people were like, Saquon, he's washed up. He's injury prone. He's this, he's that. One thing you've seen out of Saquon, and you could tell from the preseason, from training camp, from voluntary camp, he was ready to go. He's ready to prove himself. He's ready to prove the doubters wrong, and everyone who he told us, if you was on that side of the train, on that side of the tracks, stay on that side when things are going good for me. And right now, hey, I never gave up on Saquon, man. I knew the stuff he needed to improve. You know, he got over, you know, the fear of re-injuring himself, you know, the confidence to make these plays. I mean, the way he has folks on skates right now, it's crazy. You know, he's running hard. He's taking the tackles, getting the guaranteed yards. He's breaking them. He's setting up for the next time the same play gets called. I mean, he did that in, I think it was the Dallas game. He's like, if I get that same play again, I'm cutting it all the way across, which he did. So, you know, it's just a beautiful thing right now to be a Giants fan and to be actually involved in the season still. I mean, this time last year and the last 3 to 4, 5 years, probably more than that, we're already planning. All right, how low can we sink? You know, can we at least beat Philly one time, or can we at least beat Dallas one time, or the Washington team? You know, how high is our draft pick gonna be? Right now, we're thinking about, man, can we win the NFC East? Can we catch Philly? You know, are they gonna come back to earth? Is Jalen Hurts gonna be who he is? Which I do think he is. I think we do catch Philly. I think we win the NFC East. But this season was more about progression, was more about really figuring out who we want to be as a football team. And I mean, the day balls is still mantra. I mean, credit to Bad Dog on YouTube, man. Winning builds culture. He's definitely built that. Day balls, you've definitely done that. You know, he put together awesome staff. Wink, kept McGahee. Kafka came in, first time OC, and he's winning. And little by little, they're expanding that offensive playbook. Wandale's healthy, so it's good to see him out there. I don't know if we ever see Tony or Galladay again. What's the use at this point? I mean, yeah, I think there's just lost cause. So I don't expect to see either one of them back next year, but who knows? We'll see what happens. But other than that, really continuing to build on this culture that, has been established from day one. I mean, making sure the people who play are ready to play. You're just not getting thrown out there just for a couple, series or a couple plays, and then, you ain't worth nothing. I mean, just to see Brightwell out there, Matt Breida out there, they're productive when Saquon sits out, the receiving core. I mean, Marcus Johnson coming off the practice squad, and he's like, man, he might actually be a decent number 2 or number 3 receiver for us, So, it's just more building on that type of thing, with the Giants. Like this entire season, we could go, I'm not trying to jinx this, we can go 5-12 the rest of the way, but if we keep showing, that we're still on the same path that we were when we started, just increasing little by little, going up, ain't no reason why, we can't, man, by next year, we fill in a couple more gaps on the O-line, a couple receivers, the back end corners. I mean, even the corners this year, Aaron Robinson in and out the lineup, Dory in and out a little bit, Maru comes in. It's like, no matter who comes in, everyone's ready to play and contribute, and it's just a beautiful thing. So, that's pretty much where I was getting at overall. This Giants team is definitely built different, especially from the last couple of years. So, yeah, man, I'm loving it. 5-1. We got Jacksonville this week. Hopefully, we can kind of keep that, momentum going, knock them on their butt. 6-1, and then start getting to the thick of the NFC East. So Thanksgiving, I think, is when it starts that whole track. But I'll go back on the schedule. But anyway, you guys, thank you for watching. It seems like I probably rambled a lot, but this has been on my mind, so I wanted to share it with y'all. Anyway, if you guys like this video, go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, whatever you got. But yeah, man, go Big Blue. Holla.